Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how we doing? It's Thursday, April 3rd, 2025. I'm your host, Josh Reeves. I am in I don't know what that sound was. That was weird. It wasn't me. I don't know what the fuck it was. It sounded like it was the the spooks tuning in. You hear that? You hear that sound? That kind of like electronic sound? That was fucking weird. So usually the sound it makes like when you plug a microphone in. That was so weird. I didn't plug anything in. Touch anything. Anyway, fuckers. Fuck you, spooky motherfuckers. Anyway, I always like to tell the feds to fuck off. Eat a dick, you feds. Eat a dick. Oh, man. I got lots to tell you about, guys, so listen up. My 60-second film. I'm just can't stop, won't stop. What is that, 8 this year I made? 9? I lost count. I don't even remember. 8 or 9? I don't know. On a 60-second film. It's called the Top 10 Conspiracy Theories of 2025 According to AI. It's out now in the download store. It's only $10. It's a short film. It's a different type of film because I didn't script anything out for this. I just went down the list and just did everything freeform off the top of my head. So go and get a copy of it now, as well as my new remastered audiobooks that I put up in the download store this week. The Occult Anatomy of Man by Manly P. Hall is the newest one. I put up a remastered version of a reading I did back in 2013. It's in the download store now. Go buy a copy. As well as What the Ancient Wisdom Expects of Its Disciples, which was a 2012 reading I did of a Manly P. Hall book. It's remastered. It's in the download store now. Get copies of those, as well as Anunnaki, the movie, the book. God is AI, another new film I've made, and, again, the newest one, the Top 10 Conspiracy Theories of 2025 According to AI. Tomorrow is Buy Download Day, and it's Buy One, Get One Free Movie Day. So we want everybody to buy at least one download from the download store tomorrow, if not more. And any of my movies that you buy, you will get one of equal or lesser value of your choice for free. You just have to, once you make your purchase of your one download, email me at globalrealityshow@gmail.com. That's globalrealityshow@gmail.com. Let me know what your free download request is, and I'll get that sent over to you, okay? I also have a meteorite, which I found a few weeks ago. Did I even tell you guys about that? Can't remember if I did or not. Well, a few weeks ago, I was in Denton, Texas, which is a suburb north of Dallas. I was walking around a park, and I looked down, and I saw this odd rock, and I went, wait a minute, that's not just a fucking, field rock or something. I looked down, and picked it up, and I went, holy shit. It's my first fucking in-the-wild meteorite. It's awesome. It's got an iron core, it's like a little miniature planet. It's got an iron core you can see from the outside of it because it was busted open. So yeah, it's fascinating. It's really, a lot of these meteorites, somebody bid $20. Like, dude, you ain't getting shit for talk. Keep it for $20. Current bid is $200. If you want to bid on that by tomorrow, I'll give it to the highest bidder, mail it to you and everything. $200 is the bid you got to beat, but unless we get. It's going to have to be at least $500 or more, or I'm just going to keep this thing, because this thing could be worth potentially thousands on the open market, so, especially one of this size, and it's so unusual. Anyway, if you want to bid on that, just email me, globalrealityshow@gmail.com, and I'll put your bid in, and listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if you can beat $200, especially if it's $400 or $500, I'll just go ahead and give it to you for that. Let me know. All right. Well, this is our fundraising time of the month, guys, and I got to be honest with you. I'm not optimistic. We got to raise $1,200 by tomorrow. We've just gotten so little in. It really, you know what really started for me? It was starting me in 2023, right around the time my cat died. I don't know why that seemed to trigger and initiate a downward, not for me, a downward spiral, not for me emotionally or, anything like that, just in my work. It's just weird how that happened. I've been trying to stay afloat and recover since then. It's been the most difficult time of my life and the most difficult time I've had since I've been doing this work, even going back to the beginning days when I was just trying to get off the ground and stuff. But I don't know, I've got a lot of irons in the fire, got a lot of things I'm attempting to do, but unless we get a financial miracle, I'm praying to God we get a financial miracle. I'm praying to God for each and every one of you that He blesses each and every one of you so you can in turn bless me. So if you get a good blessing anytime soon, or you have gotten one, just know and you wonder where that blessing came from. Hey, I've been praying for you. So share the wealth with your boy, okay? Because I gotta be honest with you, I mean, we always are here every month. We're always with this point, but the problem with this month is that I've done some things in the past months, take out loans, get help from my mom, stuff like that. Just that I don't have the option of getting this month. And so I gotta be honest with you guys, unless one of you has a fucking miracle in your ass. And if you do, I'll make it worth your while, especially later down the road once my friend gets his business off the ground and stuff. In a few months. I don't know. I'm just really down right now, guys, because I've moved around my whole life, even as a kid. Going back and forth between my mom and my dad because they were divorced, and my mom had custody of me until I was 6, and we moved all the time because my mom was not stable back in those days. We moved all the time, and I went to a bunch of different schools, lived a bunch of different places, and really, other than when I lived with my grandparents from 1990 to 1995, it's probably the only place I ever lived any amount of time in my life. Other than the place I live now, which is a little one-bedroom, over 100-year-old half duplex I live in, that I've lived in since 2016. But the rent's gotten so high, I can't even afford it anymore, and it makes me sad because I don't want to lose my place. I lived here for 9 years. It's longer than I've lived anywhere in my life. So this place, regardless of its flaws, it feels like my home. And, the idea of losing your home, losing the roof over your head, it's just not a comforting thing, I've just been trying to work and do as much. That's why I make so many films lately. I've just been trying to work and keep it out of my mind. Keep praying and hoping we get a miracle, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling optimistic because the needle just has not moved. Other than we got some in from Tony last week. Thank you, Tony. I love you, sir. Other than what we got in from Tony, I already had to spend some of that to keep the lights and power on. All that. Plus, I've had to eat because I went 2 weeks without any food before. I'm not doing that again. Things are going to get better. I know they are. Just got to make it till then. Like I said, if you're somebody who can just help me make it until then, I'll get you back later on this year once my friend gets his business off the ground. And but, I'm not feeling optimistic, and I'm already making plans just in case I have to fucking... because that's the thing. Even if we don't reach our goal, I'm still going to have some money. Because I'm going to have to fucking rent a storage place for all my stuff. Hire movers for all my stuff. I don't have a truck or a car or anything like that. I don't feel like I've mentioned that enough. I whittled down, I don't have, other than what it costs to do all the stuff you have to pay for every month, the download store fees and all that stuff, and electricity and power and studio rent. I don't have any other bills. I don't have credit card debt. I don't have a car. I don't have car payment. I don't have insurance payments for the car because I don't have that. So the amount that we try to raise every month is the absolute bare minimum amount. It's not like that's an inflated amount to cover. I don't drink. I quit drinking in 2011. It's not like that money goes to cover my 6-pack bill or my Starbucks. I don't drink any of that shit. You know what I mean? I live a very Spartan, bare bones life, guys. I don't live in any way, shape, or form anything that's extravagant. And again, sometimes I go days without even being able to eat. So I need everybody contributing something by tomorrow on Friday. Before the end of the day Friday. Buy as many downloads as you can. Contribute whatever you can. Listen, this is important. Because if I'm not going to be on the street. I'm not going to be homeless. I'm not going to lose all my belongings. It's just not going to happen. So if it comes down to it and we don't fucking raise our goal, I'm going to have to hire movers, get a storage building, put all my stuff in there, and then hopefully I can find somewhere. I don't know who, but I really don't. Well, nobody I know has any room for me. But I'm going to have to find somewhere to crash probably until I can rebuild in a few months and hopefully get a new studio and place to live and hopefully find something that's cheaper than the $1,500 a month I've been paying since 2020 at this place. It was $900 when I first moved in here. You heard about this Nextdoor app? I think that's what my landlord did. I think he used that Nextdoor because it's funny. So the first week the pandemic started, my landlord called me that week and told me he was raising my rent to $1,500 a month. It's only $1,200 before that. It just seemed weird, an odd jump out of nowhere. Now we know about the Nextdoor app landlords were using to artificially inflate rent prices and stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of lawsuits out about it. I fucking rent from an Arab slumlord here in Dallas, so they're the worst. But, I'm just preparing for the worst in case we don't reach our goal, because I'm just not feeling optimistic because we just haven't raised anything yet. We have to raise $1,200. But again, if there's anybody out there who can help work this miracle and help us raise it, I'll pay you back in a few months once my friend's business is up and running and money's rolling, because it's going to be. And, I'll definitely get you back. That's for sure. So just make sure I don't go under. Call it a loan. Call it whatever you want. Charge me points if you want. Charge me interest. I don't give a fuck. I'll pay you back. I just can't lose my life, my work, my business, everything I've worked so hard and sacrificed for to build, And that's all I'm asking, guys. I never ask for anything. It's not like I have, I could use, I haven't even been able to buy new clothes in a long time, when I do, it's cheap, whatever I can get cheap on Amazon, Chinese bullshit, whatever. Anyway. I won't be stopped, I'll tell you that. It's funny how many people out there, especially people on YouTube, they want to see me fail. Now they want to see me die. People would rather see me die and go under than have to help and not have their 6-pack of beer, their Swill Natty Light, whatever the bullshit you drink. They'd rather see me die and be proven right that I'm not worth supporting than to buy one download and help the cause. It's ridiculous. It's insane. I've been saying this for a long time. I've come to this conclusion. It's not the New World Order or the elite or the Illuminati or anything that I'm up against anymore. It hasn't been for a long time. It's the people. The people I'm actually trying to inform and help are my biggest enemy and the biggest detriment to my work now. It's insane. These detriment to my life. I got put in the hospital for the second time in November for heart failure because I made 32 fucking films last year trying to make it and survive and not give up. And I'm not going to do that again. I'm sorry. I hate to be a downer on you guys. I'm just not feeling optimistic right now, and hopefully something happens and something changes and I'll feel optimistic again. And hopefully that's one of you that does that. I love you so much. I love you guys, especially you guys, you my hardcore supporters. I love you guys so much. I just want you to know that. And I appreciate you so much and so grateful to all of those of you who do support my work. It gets lost sometimes because there's so many people that don't support me, don't support my work, and so it's easy to just focus on that, but I just want to take a second just to tell each and every one of you that does support me and does support my work how grateful I am to you. And that it's not lost on me that I wouldn't even be here alive now if it wasn't for you. And that's facts. And I just want to keep going and not give up and not die, not lose everything I've worked so hard for. And it's not like I have tons of material possessions. I mean, I just have stuff I've been collecting basically my whole life, records, instruments, computers and stuff to do the show, gear, essentially, it's really all I own. Just please, please, please help, guys. Again, if you're somebody who can come through with like 700 or 800, I'll get that back to you. I'll get that back to you double 4 or 5 months from now, whenever. All right. So just do everything in your power to make sure I don't go under and die. All right. Like I said, I know every month I'm saying this. Every month, but this month is different. And really, this month, if I can't save my place, and I have to end up I'm going to have some money to put all my stuff in storage next week and hire movers and all that. So, I'm going to make it, though. Either way. Tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to fucking give up. I'm gonna try to talk about some news, and to be honest with you, I really don't give a fuck about any of this goddamn news. Unmarked vans, secret lists, public denunciations. Our police state has arrived. Really? Really? I love this shit. It's so hilarious to see how the liberal media, I guess it's liberal media, I don't know. That's fucking New York Times. That's liberal media, right? It's just funny to me to see how now the left, it's like the left's turned into the right. I mean, we saw that with Cheney supporting fucking Biden and all that shit. And then we saw, they're basically the neocons now, the left. Oh, Donald Trump's president, so the police state has officially arrived, huh? Is that right? No, the police state officially arrived about 30 fucking years ago, cocksuckers. It's the unmarked cars. A man says a friend who grew up in an Argentine dictatorship said he watched the video of the Colombian graduate student Mahmoud Khalil's abduction. In the video, which Khalil's recorded, she asked for names of men in plainclothes. Listen, I don't give that bullshit about free speech. If you're here illegally, or you're here on a green card, you don't get the rights and all of that of being a full citizen grants you. Get the fuck out of here. These people fucking spreading terror and all this bullshit on college campuses, and then they try to act like, oh, it's freedom of speech, freedom of speech. No, you don't get freedom of speech. This ain't your country, Haji. Go back to fucking Turkmenistan or fucking Diarrhea-stan or where the fuck it is you came from, you fucking cocksucking Haji piece of shit. This is America. Unless you're a fucking American citizen, you don't have freedom of speech and rights and all that. No. Go back and get that in your fucking Turkmenistan country. Oh, I forgot. They're more fucking restricted than we are. This bullshit of them saying, oh, now, just now the police state just now arrived, huh? Really? It's just funny. They're using all the right-wing tropes of 30 years ago to apply it to what's going on now with Trump. It's ridiculous. And listen, I've said it. I've already said it, and I'll say it again. I really believed that things were going to change under Trump. And it's not to say he hasn't been trying. I mean, he has been trying, but, and I hate to also say the same thing that I heard a million times after Bush, after Obama. Well, Bush fucked stuff up so bad, Obama can't fix it overnight. And then Obama was in there for 8 years. And then after Obama gets out, Trump said, well, Obama fucked up stuff so bad, Trump can't fix it in 4 years. And then Biden takes over. Well, Trump fucked it up. And then now after Biden's out, well, Biden fucked shit up so bad, we can't change it fast. It's all bullshit. It's all game. None of these presidents, left, right, center, I've been telling you this for years, have any desire to really change things for the better for the people. But, just like I told you last year, when I came out and supported Donald Trump last year, because of the threat of Biden and Kamala and all that, I in all my years of doing this, I have not taken a hit like that. I mean, from death threats to people not supporting my work, buying my movies. It's ridiculous. Were y'all riding that much on Biden's nuts that me supporting Trump made you turn that bad? And if so, you can go fuck yourself. No loss, big loss there. Seriously, I think maybe that needed to happen just to weed out. Maybe I needed to fucking, I don't know. So maybe I needed to suffer just to weed out some of these cocksuckers. Because seriously, if you're mad at me for supporting Trump instead of supporting Biden and Harris and all those clowns, I don't need you in my fucking life for supporting my work anyway. Have a nice life. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Beekeepers say catastrophic honeybee losses are cause for alarm. Haven't they been raising the alarm on this for years? And haven't we known for years what the loss of these honeybees are? It's all like, Monsanto Terminator seeds and glyphosate and all that shit. But yet they're running this again, and they're scaremongering us again, but yet all that shit hasn't changed. We're still using glyphosate. We're still doing all this bad shit. Terminator seeds by Monsanto. Yeah, here we are again. They're telling us again, the honeybee die-off is a big problem for humanity. Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Honeybee officials are raising the alarm after severe colony losses over the past few months. The extent of the bee deaths is still being tallied, but one estimate suggests more than 1 million colonies have died. No one is aware of the massive nature of this year's die-off. It's unprecedented. Over the past 20 years, commercial beekeepers have often lost nearly 50% of their bees over the winter. But Ellis, who is the president of the National Pollinator Stewardship Council, says he's hearing from beekeepers who have losses ranging from 70 to 100% this year. One immediate repercussion is that there aren't enough bees to fully pollinate California's almond crop. Well, number one, listen, you shouldn't be eating fucking almonds anyway. I know they have health benefits. Almonds are the most like pesticide-ridden nut you can eat. It's almost like the health benefits, not even almost like it is. The health benefits of eating almonds are nullified by how much glyphosate is in those things. You should not eat almonds. Unless you can get 100% organic ones, and they're hard to find, you should not be eating almonds. There's one of the most pesticide-ridden foods there is. And listen, how do we even know what's going on with this honeybee thing isn't staged? How do we know this isn't being done by design? Because it's funny to me, the whole egg thing that's been going on, and still nobody wants to talk about the fact that one of the last things Biden did before he left the presidency was order the millions of chickens be slaughtered. This is after Trump had already made his campaign promise to lower the price of eggs. So he did that before Biden ever ordered all these chickens to be killed. And right before Trump takes office, Biden has millions of chickens slaughtered, egg prices go up, and then they blame it all on Trump. It's by design. Have you noticed that chicken prices have not gone up? There's no chicken shortage going on. Well, because the reason I bring that up, I know. One doesn't have to do with the other. Well, it kind of does. Because they said they had to kill all those chickens and the egg shortages because of bird flu, right? But yet chickens are okay. I had chicken today. The price of chicken has not gone up. You still get fried chicken at the grocery store, in the deli counter, you know. Go in there and get a couple pieces of chicken for a couple of bucks. It's not expensive, you know. Kind of have to find that whatever I can, certain things I can't eat with my health and stuff. So I used to, I could just get dollar menu stuff, and dollar menu doesn't exist anymore, but you know what I mean. I just get cheap stuff from Jack in the Box or whatever. But I can't live that way anymore because it's put me in the hospital twice. So it's difficult to find something that isn't full of sodium and sugar that I can eat anymore. But it's just interesting to me that, okay, bird flu is the cause of all the egg prices going up, but yet chicken itself, and I understand, one lays the eggs, you eat the other, whatever. I get that. Okay, that's not what I'm fucking saying. So stop with that. If bird flu was such a problem that we had to wipe out millions of chickens, and that's the cause for high egg prices, chicken meat would be through the roof. Also, it's not. What's that tell you? That tells you the whole fucking thing's a scam. Biden did that when he left office because he knew it would affect Trump. He knew Trump had already made that promise on the campaign that he was going to make sure the price of eggs gets lowered on the first day. And then they try to turn around and say, oh, Trump's not doing what he said he's going to do. He said he's going to lower the price of eggs on the first day, and he hasn't done it. Right, but he said that before Biden ordered millions of chickens to be slaughtered, which caused the price of eggs to go up the day before Trump took office. But yet the price of chicken itself hasn't gone up. There's not a chicken shortage, which you think there would be, right? If there's an egg shortage, then, I mean, logically, right? Logically, that should mean there's a chicken shortage too, because we had to kill off a bunch of chickens that we would use for meat, but that hasn't happened. There's an egg shortage, but there's not a chicken shortage. How does that happen? Not quite sure. Are we back to the which came first, the chicken or the egg being in? You know, it doesn't make you. That's all I'm telling you. It's a scam. The whole thing's a fucking scam. It's artificial inflation. It's artificial scarcity. They did it during the pandemic with toilet paper and whatever else shit they were doing with. Remember that? It's artificial scarcity. Queen Beatrice of the Netherlands really invented this back in the 90s with peak oil. That was really the first time they tried the scam, was peak oil, which was create this idea there's a finite amount of oil, we're running out, so we have to conserve. That's what the whole environmentalist thing was really about. That's why so many of these oil companies, when you research it, a lot of the oil companies fund groups like Greenpeace and these environmental groups and stuff. Why is that? You think they would be the enemy? No, they fund them because that's what the whole reason why they wanted. That's why we're not on full electric cars. It doesn't make any sense. We don't even have a power grid that can support full electric cars. So that's why. But getting enough people to believe in the greening, meaning sky is falling climate change stuff allowed less oil to be produced and used, which allows them to charge more for what they do have, and then allows them to keep their oil and so-called fossil fuel, air quotes, supremacy in place for years to come. They have no plans on getting us off oil and gas. You're out of your mind if you think that's going to happen. There's no plans for that. The people that own all the oil and gas in the world make too much money to let that happen. It's not going to fucking happen. But getting enough people off of it and getting enough people to buy into the baloney to buy electric. Now we're seeing the backlash. Oh, now everybody, no, Tesla's a Nazi. Elon Musk's a Nazi. That's a Nazi company. But yet people still drive Porsches and Volkswagens and all that shit. Those aren't Nazi cars. Okay. Who's that? Why isn't anybody out keying Porsches and Volkswagens and stuff like that? Those are real Nazi cars. Tesla's not a Nazi car. Just because you did an arm thing, look at a Nazi salute, which you can go look up pictures. There's tons of pictures of Democrats doing that same salute. It's been done for years. So yeah, it's only if he was, they'd be sucking on Elon's nuts right now if he was doing the bidding of the left and their agendas. But as soon as he became not on board with the left anymore, he's all of a sudden he's a Nazi. He's anyone the left doesn't like is a Nazi. Clearly, it's just ridiculous. Oh, I thought y'all are all about electric cars and all this. And now, we're going to bring him down. We're going to show him a lesson. We're going to make sure his company fails now. Oh, you can't win politically, so you want to try and ruin someone financially. It's the same thing they've done with me. That's what they've done with me. They couldn't ruin me on the information front. They couldn't ruin me on the research front. So they ruined me and blacklisted me. Let me show you something. So I used to get thousands of views on my videos when I would post them on YouTube. Now I'm lucky I posted a full movie a month ago. My movie from a few years ago, Aliens or Not, The Complete Guide to the Fake Alien Invasion. It's had it has, I don't think it's even had 300 views on. In the past, it would have had thousands. I put a full movie up on YouTube for free. It only gets a couple hundred videos. And then yesterday, I put up the video of the meteorite I have up for auction. Put it on YouTube. You can check it out if you want. And it got 2.4 thousand views in the first hour. And now it's been frozen at 2.5 thousand views ever since. And it's like, I found that like when I upload videos to YouTube from my phone, it's like they get past the shadow banning or something. But when I post a regular video from my computer, like a movie or something, you can tell it's blacklisted. Yeah. People say that shit to me all the time. Like, oh, you should monetize your channel and start making money. Motherfucker, this is my 18th year on air. I'm not a goddamn rookie. I hate when cocksuckers say that shit on YouTube. You're a rookie. You just found me, and so you think that I'm oblivious to, you should just monetize your channel and get YouTube ads, start making money. Like, motherfucker, they fucking demonetized me before the pandemic. I appealed it. They gave it back to me for a short period of time, and then they took it away again. When I wrote to YouTube and told them, hey, what terms of service did I violate here? Just tell me and I'll fix it. A couple weeks later, they wrote me back and said, after investigation, we found out that you actually did not violate any terms of service. We just don't like your content. We don't want you to make any money on our platform with your content. They told me that shit straight up. Is that even legal? Can they even fucking do that? I guess they can if they say they can. It's their platform. They can do whatever they want on it. They own it, right? So that's why I can't monetize my show and don't have ads and all that. But it's also, being that I said back in 2009 when I quit being on other networks and stuff, when I started my own platform, started the show in 2007, but in 2009 I started my own platform, the Global Reality Radio Network, that I would never have ads. Because that was a problem when I was on other networks. They kept telling me I couldn't talk about certain things because it would piss off the sponsors. Now I know that was just bullshit, and they just didn't want me competing with the other shows because I had the highest rated shows on all the networks I was on. Yeah. Who gets rid of their highest rated show on a network? Well, the only reason to do that is if the host is a problem for other people putting out disinfo, and that's what it was. Even the people who on the networks I with didn't like me because I put out too much truth, and it negates all their disinfo and bullshit. And they don't like that. That's why you don't hear dick pill ads. Why you don't hear Jew Gold ads. MeUndies, fucking Better Help, all these other fucking places that, people have advertising for and do ad reads for. That's for you. I don't do that for me. I do that so you can actually get some informative information for once, and I have to sit through commercials to get it. You're welcome. I never get any credit for that. So don't fucking hit me with that bullshit again. The unsolicited advice I get from people that's never any good. Listen, I don't mind advice. I'll take it from someone who has a proven track record of success. And if you have a proven track record of success, making movies, doing a podcast, that kind of stuff, you know how many times one of those type of people has ever tried to help me? Never. Because they see me as a threat. They know that if I'm ever in a position where I'm fully funded, and have tons of people listening, I'm going to be unstoppable. Because I don't fucking play their games. I don't take sides on their bullshit. You know, I'm a threat. I've always been a threat. And they've tried to financially ruin me because it's the only way they can do it. And that's how they financially ruined me, is by shadow banning, which, well, they've been doing it to me for so long on YouTube. Shadow banning wasn't even a term yet when they started doing it to me. I used to tell people about it. People would act like I was crazy because I was literally, for a long time, the only person it was happening to. Then around 2019, 2020, it started happening to more people, and then the term shadow banning came about, but it was already happening to me long before that. I mean, fucking YouTube told me straight up, you didn't violate any terms of service. We just don't want you to make any money on our platform. The fuck? Who's done more than me in the conspiracy space? 18 years on air. 62, was it 62, 63? I don't even know myself. 62, 63 films. All the audio books, all the presentations, all the stuff I've done, everything. All the shows, thousands of hours of shows. If I don't deserve to stick around and be able to not be on the street and continue, who does? Who deserves it more than me? I have been tempted to just start all over, get a new email, start a new channel, but I don't know. I got 33,000 something subscribers on YouTube, and that's hard earned too. I've had that channel since 2006. I mean, I should have millions of subscribers. I don't. One of my videos has never even come close to going viral, but yet if somebody else posts my stuff on another channel, that's been going on for years. That's how the whole Lost Book of Enki and Emerald Tablets of Thoth readings I did on the show came out. Those were other people who uploaded them to their own channels, and some of those have had millions of views at this point. It's so funny that if somebody posts my stuff on their channel, it gets millions of views, but if I post my own stuff on my own channel, it might get a few hundred. That's the level of shadow banning I've been dealing with, guys, because that's how scared as fuck they are of me. They're scared as fuck because I pull no punches. I'm not beholden to anyone. I can't be bought. So they just want to see me gone and die so they don't have to deal with me anymore. And that's why we can't let this happen. So, Friday, tomorrow by 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have to raise $1,200. Buy one, get one free movie day tomorrow. Any one of my 60-something movies you buy tomorrow, you get one of equal or lesser value free. Just got to email me. So if you hear this, and you're hearing this tomorrow on Friday or whenever you are, just as soon as you hear my voice, you hear me talk about it, go buy a download, okay? Please. Or more. We got to raise $1,200 for it. If just 100 of our listeners bought one download tomorrow, we'd be good to go. So Friday's buy a download day. I've tried this a couple of times. It never works. You know, end up getting like 2 or 3 buys. It's just ridiculous. Make a sacrifice. Sacrifice your 6-pack of beer for one fucking day, you goddamn alky. Alright, I'm done. I hope I'm not done for good, but I love you. Please, donate, guys. Dayglow76 at yahoo.com on PayPal. Reeves Radio, all lowercase. Reeves Radio on the Cash App. Capital J, Josh, dash, capital R, Reeves, dash, 61 on Venmo. And 7894 are the last 4 digits if it asks you for that on Venmo to send me money, okay? I love you guys. I'm praying for a miracle. I'm praying that God blesses each and every one of you so you can in turn bless me. God bless you all. I love you.